Godzilla Kong, The New Empire dropped last week, and here's what I liked and what I didn't like. And because this movie has already been in the cinema for a whole week, I'm going to talk about stuff that has spoilers in it. So, spoiler alert. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, we have an ancient civilization with power crystals that can reverse gravity, and we have Scar King that is trapped in another part of Hollow Earth, even though he could just get out there anytime he wanted. I mean, I know the plot isn't the main focus in these movies, obviously, but this stupid, I've probably only seen that in like Fast and Furious 10 or something like that. For the humans, I liked Dan Stevens' character. It's kind of an over-the-top Han Solo, and that was funny at some times. Also, there is a lot less human screen time than in the last movie, but the humans are still given a big plot. But none of the characters are interesting, and that drama that they built up around Rebecca Hall's character losing her daughter maybe to the Iwis because the daughter belongs there, I just didn't care because none of these characters get any depth. So once again, it's another MonsterVerse movie with uninteresting human characters. We're in Hollow Earth for at least 60% of this movie. What I liked about that though is that all the animals and plants were quite well animated. Also, it's cool that you get to see how Kong's new lifestyle is and how he hunts and what he does there. But it's just too much of the same. I mean, it's just like some mountains and there we have some trees that are as big as some kind of bushes for us. Which is also a problem because now you don't really have a reference point to how big Kong is. Because you don't have cities or something like that that we know. The stuff that's most important obviously are the monsters. And with Kong, they really show you Kong's emotions and what he's feeling right now because he is the most similar to a human. You can also kind of characterize him. This movie is basically the origin story of King Kong, which is cool. Godzilla, on the other hand, isn't the main focus of this movie. That belongs to Kong. But honestly, I prefer that because then Godzilla still seems like this mythical titan that is just a force of nature instead of an emotionalized animal. I still can't get over Godzilla though, running or jumping. It just doesn't seem right to me. But I think that's also more personal taste. Now the bad guys weren't as strong as I expected, but they were cool. I loved Scar King's introduction. I mean, how he gets up from his throne and comes out, it's just great. I like that. He was quite a cool bad guy because he's probably one of the most agile titans in the MonsterVerse. Shima's introduction was great, and how she comes out of the cave and is held like a monster by Scar King is cool. But what I didn't like is, even though Scar King's introduction was cool, he didn't really deliver on that. Like even in the first fight, Kong would have won if not for Shimo. And even though I liked Shimo, she feels more like a pet of a bad guy, in this case Scar King, so I wasn't really scared for Godzilla or Kong because of her. But now let's come to the thing probably everybody goes into this movie expects, and those are the fights. I mean, everything up on Earth is just great. Adam Wingard really knows how to direct monster fights. Everything in Hollow Earth though feels more like Planet of the Apes, and that's where my negative is. A lot of the fights are down in Hollow Earth, and there it just feels like you're watching Caesar walking through a mythical, I don't know, garden or whatever. But then the choreography feels more like a wrestling match. I also just love it when buildings get destroyed in these movies. It has something very satisfying to it. And how Kong smashes the frozen Scar King on the ground in the end was cool as well. So overall, 3 out of 5. To see me rank all of the movies I watched in March, click here. That's been it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and bye.